video, we're gonna put in the RB25. Right here I have it dangling in the air. And how we're gonna do this, we have the RB20 transmission connected, we have everything ready. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise the car, put on jack stands, and since we're working on dirt, I'm gonna have this come along to pull the hoist in a little bit so it'll slide in perfectly. But one idea is we just dip it in down, then lift the engine down, mount the transmission up. All should line up decently. But first we need to put on jack stands, make sure it's secure, and then we can pull the hoist into the car. It's my coupe. It's been a while, but yeah, I painted the baby in that purple. And it looks pretty nice. It's a little dirty and all, but it's getting there. RB25 swap in it. And I plan on painting it white in a minute for clean closure, which is coming up in 20 days. So it is a task to get it running and driving and painted by them, but who knows? We'll get it done, we'll get it done. So we'll cut back once we get it nice and stable. We got the car and ramps. We got the engine nearly in there. What I'm doing here is I'm closely pulling it over there because the motor needs to come this way a bit. But yeah, if you look at it, it's just sliding into place like it's going down. That's basically what I'm gonna do. And after that, we can, hook up all the necessary stuff, wiring, turbo, all that, get it started. But yeah, first we need to pull it that way and pull the engine hoist this way a little bit, and the engine that lower and push down a bit. I'm using a come along to pull it forward because I'm on mud. Besides that, it goes in relatively easily, honestly. Got the motor mostly away, and I know most of y'all are gonna run into the issue. So in the back, I'm jacking up the trans, so it also pushes up while I push it down. And what I ran into the issue of is that the motor needs to shift to the driver's side a little bit. It needs to pull. And what I find out is that side's a little too low, so I'm gonna do is put a jack under it. Preferably at the oil pan, but I'm gonna try using a block, a piece of wood. Jack that side up, put the motor out on that side and this side, let it down and see how it sits. If it sits nicely, then we do that. If not, we can lift it up, move it around. And we always put a lot of towels around with the painted engine bay like this, just to make sure there ain't scratches or anything. But yeah, RB is getting in later, but we got the RB in. We painted the valve cover, valve covers and the timing belt covers. Yes, it's kind of like an Aztec red, temporary until it gets powder coated, or RB26 valve covers. That's gonna be there for now. I also got painted the Freddy, basically the fake Freddy intake manifold, sprinkle black, made it look nice. I got a Q45 raw body here. All I did is I hooked up the wiring. I have all of the lower harness hooked up here, upper engine harness hooked up, and everything is fed through this firewall right here. Going into my tuck harness. I got my brake booster, clutch lines, everything. I basically tucked the fuel rail, connected up onto or underneath it, so it's perfectly and up close. And that. Coil pack, so this is an S1 RB25, that means I need the S1 chip, and then back there. But yeah, besides that, you get the zip tie fans, make it look nice and pretty, do the small details. It's in, I got a larger radiator. My valve cover gasket should be coming through on tomorrow. Turbo's supposed to be coming in next week. So basically I'll be in time for clean cold chip. I just work on body work now. Everything's hooked up nicely, like as you can see. RB fits in there nicely. And I got the drive shaft in, as long as the new differential. If you look over here, this is where I had to cut the the transmission down a little bit to fit the ISR short shifter. So this is a KA transmission with a RB20 bell housing. With the RB20 transmission, it'll be perfectly in the same spot, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But it's actually more convenient for me because the way I'm sitting, that's actually where I can shift without extending my arm at all. Transmission's good and everything. So yep, and basically that's it for installing an RB25. Basically there is these mounts down here, I'm not sure you can see here. These mounts right down there. Basically what you do is you have the polyurethane bushing right there, and you got the mount facing backwards, pretty much, instead of pushing the motor forwards. And you got this plate, so you need 2 screws right there, and there, tighten it from underneath, and get the motor mount right there, and you sandwich that together, and you get that, and that's how you mount the RB. You mount the RB to that's what the S13 S chassis, and this would be similar to the S14, but you get the point. Now all I gotta do is hook up the fuel system, an ISR fuel pressure regulator right here. I just gotta hook all that up. Check oil, put oil in it, make sure nothing leaks. And after that, clean up everything, hook up my wiring, and make it start.